Welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing today? I'm trying to see if you all can see me pretty well. But I'm in this kitchen today and I'm starting to prepare dinner. I have some boneless beef ribs. I started to barbecue them, but then I said, no, I'm not going to barbecue them. I wanted a nice gravy today, so that's what it's going to be. A good old gravy. I already prepared my rice, I already prepared my corn. So now all left to do is these ribs. I'm going to season them up. I'm just going to put a little salt and pepper on them. For right now, the salt and pepper. And then we're going to like kind of sear them off. And then we're going to make a homemade brown gravy to them. That's what I had to taste for today. I have my grease getting hot already. Come in, come in. Spend a little time with your girl. I have a little flour, a little plain flour in this little bowl. And all I'm going to do is taste it, y'all. This is how they look. Real beefy, no fat on them. So I'm going to just take them and dust them in this flour. See if my grease hot? Yeah, it's hot. And drop it like it's hot, y'all. How's everybody Tuesday going? Time passing by fast today to me. And we just want to get a nice crust on them. It's already Tuesday. Before you know it, the weekend will be here. So yeah, these are pretty beefy. I bought a pack of them. They was like $14. I got a pack of them, so. What y'all got planned for this Tuesday? As for me, I'm just chilling out at home on my off day, just chilling out, cooking dinner for the boys when they get in. I laid down so long, I'm like, let me get my butt up and get something done. It's like the older you get, all you want to do is really relax and chill out, you know. I ran out to the store and came back in. I'm not going to try to overcrowd the pan. I'll show you all when I take them out how they look. Not going to try to overcrowd the pan, so I'm going to move that to the side. Because I have a little bell pepper and onion that I'm going to chop up. Come in. Welcome to the live, y'all. I'm going to do like 3 cloves of garlic, a half a bell pepper, and a little small onion, not too big. Do y'all make homemade gravy or do y'all use the packs? The only time I really use the packs is when I'm doing like roast beef to get like a little light gravy. Other than that, for something like gumbo and my smothered dishes, you know, my smothered meats, I like to do my gravy homemade. Just cut our onions up because they're going to cook and get tender in this gravy. I forgot beef broth, but I'm going to use a little water today. You know, Mom always say, use what you have. Went my butt to that store and still forgot the beef broth. But that's alright, because it's still going to be good, y'all. Alright, it's our onion. Bell pepper. I love raw bell pepper, y'all. Just give me a little ranch dressing, and I am good. Any raw veggie, broccoli, celery. I'm just going to roughly chop these up. Y'all cooking today? What's on your menu for Tuesday? I didn't have to cook yesterday. We had the leftover red beans from Sunday. So I didn't have to cook yesterday. They ate leftovers. And my kids love homemade gravy. They love rice and gravy, period. They walk in the door and smell, Mom, what you cook? You know, they know I cooked something. I love to cook, but do y'all ever get tired of eating your own food? That's the question I have for y'all. Sometimes I get tired of eating my own food. I be wanting to taste other people's food. You know, you be wanting something different. Some days I run out of ideas, you know. Like, what am I going to cook today? Especially when you're a cooker and you just cook a variety of different things all the time. Sometimes you need some ideas, you know. Like, what are we going to have today? I got tired of figuring it out on my own. So I started asking the kids, you know, what y'all want today? Like, I ain't know Mama had it this hard trying to find out what we was going to eat every day. And some days you could take it light, make it a sandwich day, you know, and my kids don't eat hot dogs or sandwiches or a salad, you know, something light in between all those heavy meals. I could eat sometime a little breakfast for dinner. That's always good too. And breakfast for dinner, because we don't have that one day this week too. I'm just allowing this meat to sear. By the time I finish cutting this garlic up, it'll be probably ready to turn. Brown gravy don't take long. My sister do hers by getting the cast iron skillet real hot, and then she just put the flour in there and just keep stirring it and stirring it until it gets to the desired, you know, color that you want. I tried it. It was okay. It's healthier. But I'd rather it this way that I'm doing. All right, we got our little veggies chopped up. We'll push that up. We're going to check out all these beef boneless ribs. We just wanted to get a little brown on both sides. And you know what's easier too? Little one-pot meals, you know? Little one-pot meal. Put everything in the pot, or maybe you could do it in the oven, little casserole, you know, something like that. That works also. Have me a little grape juice, y'all. And we could finish just taking the rest of these little ribs. They were real meaty, y'all. Hardly no fat on them. Take them and dip them in the flour. This week I'm going to be doing some decorating for spring, which is right around the corner, y'all. We got a little snow, you know, a few days ago, but it done all cleared up now, so, but it's definitely cold. I think when I got out this morning, it was like 25 degrees, and it'd be that dry cold, too. I rushed on in and came on back, y'all. Yeah, these beef boneless ribs, they look so pretty. I had to get them. Especially when they be meaty and don't have all that fat on them. I'm just putting them in the flour, get them all coated, y'all. That's what I'm doing. Get ready to take these out. I'm going to plate here. And just put them on. And put them in that gravy till they get tender, y'all. So they falling apart. I'm going to bring y'all a little closer when I do that gravy so y'all can see down up in here. I'm just going to go ahead on and drop these in there. A lot of people that I follow that cooks say, a lot of people wash their meat off, a lot of people don't. Me, myself, they say you get more germs out of something they say about when you wash your meat. I wash my meat, you know, and if you don't, then to each his own. But I washes my meat. You know, you don't know what that little meat go through in the process before it gets to you. So we got those searing. I washes my meat. I mean, I just have to. Your chicken, you know, once you wash that chicken and clean it, you have so much, you know, impurities that come off of that meat, you know, so I'm going to wash mine. As long as I'm cooking it at any kind of meat, I'm going to wash my meat. I got to wash this little butane to make sure it don't run out. So when I'm doing my videos, I always have a little backup. I buy about a little 3-pack. Because it will go out. After about 3 meals, after I do about 3 meals, they usually go out. My shirt today says self-love, y'all. Self-love is the best love. Pamper yourself every now and then, you know. Do something for yourself. So many of us, you know, always looking out for other people, you know, which is good, but you got to take care of yourself in the process. It's real important to have that self-love and self-care. Because if you don't do it, who's going to do it? Who is going to do it? And that message for me too, because I always, you know, make sure my boys have this and that, you know, and sometimes I forget about myself, you know. But I say it's 2025, it's going to be a change of plans. I'm going to make sure they have, but I'm also make sure that Toya have too, you know. Always looking out for them. And not myself. I see I have a few comments I can't see from that far back. Tabitha say, hey, sister. Hey, sister. Self-Love Club, that's right. I'm cooking some boneless beef ribs that I had. They were so pretty with not too much fat on them. So I say I didn't want, at first I wanted to barbecue them. Then I said, no, I don't have a taste for no barbecue. So I thought about putting them in a little gravy. Put them in a gravy, sister. I done fried the first batch, you know, just to sear them on the outside. Lock in those flavors. Oh, see, it done went out on me, y'all. So what I'm going to have to do is move it to the side and change it out. How y'all weather is, Tab? How's y'all weather in Louisiana? It's pretty here, but it's cold. Make sure I do it right. There we go. Ooh, we back in business, y'all. Searing off these boneless beef ribs. Turn it up a little. I was telling them I didn't have to cook yesterday. We had the leftover beans yesterday. But today I had to cook something. A little something, something. I'm going to bring this camera around here so y'all can see. Ooh, taking y'all on a little roller coaster ride. Tilt it down a little. And so we had with these ribs. We just want to get a nice sear on them. I was telling them how you make your gravy tab. You get that cast iron hot and just put your flour in there and just keep stirring it and stirring it till you get to the color you want, to the color you're looking for. Becca and Will say, hey, Toya, hey, Becca. I took the camera off me. I have my boneless beef ribs in here and I'm going to make a homemade gravy on them. I chopped up my onion and bell pepper and garlic. I'm going to go ahead on and take these out. It looks pretty fine to me. This is the first batch we did, just to sear the outside and get a nice brown color on them, lock in those flavors. I was telling them, ain't nothing like a homemade gravy, however you do it. Now, we're not going to clean this pan out. Those little tidbits down there, we want that for extra flavor. Not gonna throw that out. Y'all see them little pieces in there? We're not gonna get rid of it. What we're gonna do is add a little flour. Making this brown gravy now. And scraping the bottom at the same time. I don't want this gravy too thick. And I don't want it too thin. So I didn't measure the flour. How much it is, but you know the consistency when you stir it on up. You don't want to walk away from this gravy. You want to stay close because it turns so fast. See where my fire at. Turn it up a little bit. Becca and Will say, I like how you've been doing the lives lately. Yeah, I've been doing the lives and I like them better too, y'all. I've been doing the lives because I don't know what's going on with my little camera. And my camera and my laptop, so I have to get a new one. But until then, I say I'm going to just rock it on out with the lives, you know. And I like doing the lives better. I'm going to add just a little more. That's probably about a half a cup of flour. And that's all I'm going to add, and scrape the bottom. All that goodness that's left in the pot from frying off those ribs. That's our flavor. Becca and Will you watching from? What state you in, and how's the weather by you? I was telling everybody it's a gorgeous day here. It's nice and sunny, but baby, it's cold. It is cold outside. Don't let that sunlight fool you. Oh, that gravy smelling good, y'all. Can y'all see it pretty well? It's changing colors. Some people stop here. You know, if you want a lighter gravy, I call it light skin gravy, and, you know, stop here. I like mine a little deeper, you know, a little darker, like a little darker than a peanut butter brown. Ooh, it's smelling good. Now, once my gravy get to the color that I'm looking for, I'm going to go ahead on and add my seasonings. And I like to put that in here too, you know. These ribs, these the ribs here, the boneless beef ribs. They probably take about maybe an hour and a half. Look at that, y'all. They color turning it, turning it. It's getting there. I'm going to turn it down some because it's turning real fast. It's smelling real good. Now what I'm about to do is make a little room. Turn this way. And I'm going to start adding a little of my seasoning in. I'm going to go ahead on and add all of it in. Ooh, it smells when you drop that seasoning in there, y'all. It smells so good. Smell like I'm doing something in this kitchen now, y'all. See, that's the color I wanted it. This your gravy for like any anything you wanna stew, smother, your gumbos. This is it. Now I'm gonna go ahead on and add some water in here. If you have beef broth, that works too. I didn't have any. So that's 4 cups. And this is 4 more cups, so that's 8 cups of water. And while it's cooking down, you definitely want to keep an eye on it because you might, you know, have to add a little more water to it. Not going to stay this consistency. That flour going to blend in and it's going to thicken up. That's our homemade gravy, y'all. Turn it up a little. And I'm going to add a little more salt. A little more black pepper. And you add whatever you want. You know, whatever your preference of seasoning is, dry seasoning. I'm also going to add a little onion powder. I don't want no bland tasting gravy. Very little garlic powder. Because we did add fresh garlic in there. Ooh, y'all, it smells good up in here. And I'm going to add a little dry parsley. Right there. And I'm going to wait till it comes to a boil before I add in my meat. Oh, baby, that smells good, y'all. Good over mashed potatoes, you know. I started to do some potatoes Since we just had the red beans with the rice, I started to do mashed potatoes. Let me see, Becca and Will say my mom wasn't the best, so I've had to primarily learn from internet, LOL. But since I got married years back, I'm way better. That's right. At first, there was a lot of trials and errors, LOL. Wow, that looks so good. Thank you so much. She said, what you like to do on your days off? On my days off, you know, I have split days. So on my days off, I just like to chill, you know, like I'm off on Sundays, then I'm off on Tuesdays. Sometimes I get out and go do like, you know, get my manicure and pedicure, you know. And some days I'll go to the store, the little mall, and do a little shopping for myself. How do you learn how to cook so well? Oh my gosh, all of my family, you know, I came from a family of cooks on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side. So yeah, I came from a, um, a family of cooks, and I just inherited it. You know, it's just in my blood, Becca. My family, some of them done had restaurants. Let me put this back over here. Some of them done had restaurants and stuff. My grandma was an excellent cook, and that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from. All of my aunties and stuff, all of them cook, you know, and cook really well. So yeah, I get my cooking skills from my family, watching my family cook, and I have a son that likes to cook. He actually had his own page at one time, and then he stopped. He's real camera shy. And then he stopped with his page. He's 15 years old, and he loves to cook, you know. So cooking is definitely in my blood, and I love to cook. And I tell a lot of people that sometimes I get in the kitchen and I just start experimenting. I just start adding, you know, this with this, you know, and you just never know what flavors that you'll develop, you know. Yeah, I just love to cook. But as I'm getting older, you know, I'm like, I'm tired of cooking, you know, but I know I have to cook because I have a family and I have to eat also, you know. We don't go out to eat that much, maybe once or twice every 3 to 6 months or something like that. You know, I'm mostly a home cook. So, yeah, love to cook. I also love to bake too. If you didn't see my video this weekend, I did a video on some 3-ingredient homemade biscuits, some homemade buttermilk biscuits. That was so good. I've been stopped buying the canned biscuits, and I make my own, you know. And they just as good. They delicious. Well, gravy's starting to get on up there. Starting to bubble. Oh, baby, that gravy smells good. Yeah, I love to bake. I love to cook. Well, it's definitely in me. I miss my grandma's food, baby. My grandma was an amazing cook. Grandma would get up on the day and have breakfast smelling, as you know, right? You know, when she have breakfast done and dinner on. So yeah, grandma would get in there and do what she have to do. She loved cooking on holidays. Just to, you know, miss the smell of walking in her house and just the smell what she cooking. She fed everybody. Thanksgiving and Christmas time when she made those sweet potato pies, or any sweet she made, she used to say, get it now, you know, we don't know if we're going to be here the next day. And she would let us cut the pie that day. So we always knew when we go by grandma, we going to get us a piece of sweet potato pie early. And I miss her so much. She been gone from us about 5-6 years. 5-6 years. See, my mom wasn't a cook. She can cook, she could cook, she just wasn't a cook, you know. I think that gravy looking right. too thick and it's not too thin. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm going to taste it and see if I need to add anything. Oh, baby, I need to add some salt. It tastes like none in there. That gravy is smackalicious. Yeah, my mom actually came for Thanksgiving. And yeah, my mama makes some good cornbread dressing. But this year, you know, my mom is getting older and she's almost about to be 70 years old in a few more months. So I wanted to cook for her, you know. I wanted her to sit back and just let me cook, you know. And my sister was here. I wanted them to chill out and let me do the work. I'll move this and put this gravy a little closer so y'all can see. Thank y'all for taking time out y'all day to watch my video, to watch my live. Put that closer so y'all can see. Ooh, baby, that gravy looks good. Now we just gotta allow those, this beef meat to get tender. You might can smell this in the hallway. They know somebody in this building cooking. These will take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I want them to fall apart, y'all. I'm going to keep watching it though because I might have to add a little more water on them. I'm going to actually turn them down a little. What time of day it is? It is 12:32 here, y'all. Put a little top halfway on now. It is 12:32 here. Time is passing by fast. I thought about baking a chocolate cake for the boys or some brownies. But when they come home, for y'all it's cakes because it's not Sunday, Saturday. I wanted to do a banana pudding for Sunday dinner when I cooked the red beans. And the boys, they love banana pudding. Oh my God, so they talked me into doing it Saturday. I did that banana pudding Saturday and my two youngest, oh my God, they attacked it. They attacked it so bad that my oldest son, Tyler, my 20-year-old, he didn't get not one bowl of it. And he woke up and he said, Mom, I didn't get none. And I said, well, Tyler, you know, when I cook stuff like that, you have to get your little container and, you know, save you something for later. But they devoured it. I made a pan, and that pan, no word alive, was like this. And it was filled to the top. But that Tracy and Tyreek, especially that Tyreek, baby, he did it in. He the one that could say he really enjoyed it. Nobody enjoyed it like him. I mean, the next morning, that Sunday morning, it was gone. I said, oh, well, ain't cooking that no time soon. So I just made that Saturday, so that's why I don't know if I'm going to do a chocolate cake for him. Because I kind of like to space the sweets out for him. But nobody do it bad like Tyreek. Everybody else get one little piece and they be satisfied. But my 13-year-old, one of my friends nicknamed him the Candy Man. And she gave him the right name. So I try to space their little sweets out because of him. He's the only one that really enjoys it. And by the time you go back, it's gone. He's a hot mess. So needless to say, I ain't making no brownies today. Nope, I'm not gonna make last week. He thought I was coming home. Y'all, I had to pick some stuff up from the store. And I had all these bags in my hand. And you know, sometimes when I have them bags in my hand, I have a little treat for him. A little something he liked. And he liked those Twix and those Hershey's. He thought for sure I had some of that in the bag or some Takis. And I had about 4 bags of fresh fruit, you know. I mean, I had grapes, I had papaya, I had dragon fruit and bananas. And baby, he looked at that bag. I said, yeah, that's what you get. That's your sweetness right there. Those fresh fruit. And y'all should have saw how he looked at me. Like, Mama, you know what I want? No, baby. We got to incorporate some healthy stuff in here. Now my youngest, not my youngest, my 15-year-old, he could just sit down and eat fresh, you know, he loves fresh fruit and fresh veggies. But that's how Rika signed. Let me see how it's looking, y'all. Because I ain't going to hold y'all till it's done, because this going to be a couple of hours. Yeah, that gravy, just how I want it. It ain't too thick, it ain't too thin. Ooh, that's a pretty gravy. That is beautiful. And I know it's going to taste as good as it looks. It's not too thick and not too thin. We'll taste it again. Because I ain't going to add nothing else to it right now. I'm going to just let all those flavors come together. Well, to me, that's perfect. The rice ready, the corn ready. I'm going to just add like a half a cup of water to it. There we go. Ooh, that gravy good. Look at that, y'all. It's the $1 million gravy. That's the $1 million gravy. I know my grandmother in heaven smiling down on me. I know she'll be so proud if she was still here. Now, see, I have these bananas here. I bought them and they didn't eat them. They're not going to eat them right now with the color on it. But right now, these are screaming to me banana nut muffins, you know. So that's why I'm going to wait till tomorrow after I get off. Because I'm not going to make nothing sweet today. Maybe tomorrow I'll do it. And I make them into little, you know, the little muffin tins. I put it in and put it in a big Ziploc bag. Be a little afternoon, you know, snack for them. Or something quick for me to take for breakfast in the morning time. Get me a couple of muffins. But yeah, when they get like this, don't throw them away. That means that they're very, very sweet. And they're ready for you to do something to them. And I'm going to do something to them tomorrow too. Because I have my bananas. I have a little flour. I got everything for it. I got some walnuts. And that's what this going to be, y'all. Some banana nut muffins. We'll get this one more stir before I let y'all go. But I wish y'all had smell-o-vision. That's what they need to create. I wish y'all could taste my cooking. But I got something coming in 2025 for y'all. So y'all just stay following me. Turn on your notifications. And share the video out. I got something major coming in 2025. That I've been working on and just working on. So, 2025 is my year. Now I'm going to turn this down a little more. I'm going to let y'all go enjoy y'all day. I might come back on when it's dinner time, when everybody sit around the table. That's another thing before I go. You know, my family was... They're the type that like to get their plate and run in the room, you know, my kids. And they get their plate and run in the room and they coming out and throwing their plate away, you know, they full. So 2025, our new family rule is we have a meeting every Thursday. and we sit around the table and find out how everybody's week going, you know, what's on your mind, what's happening, what's new, you know, and I think that's important. Also, we're going to start sitting around the dinner table. Even though I have 4 tables at the chair, I'll pull one of these other chairs up, these little computer chairs, and everybody sit around the table. You know, I think that's real important. I think there's one room in my house that don't get utilized that much is my dining room, you know. So it's in 2025, this year, you know, starting January the 1st, we started sitting at the table. We sitting at the table and we gonna enjoy our meal together, no separation. I think the kitchen table, you know, brings the family together, and I think it's so important, you know, because my kids love to get their plate and run in the room, you know, and I'm like, come back. So they know 2025 is our year, you know, family togetherness, sit down at the dinner table, our weekly meetings. I think that's so important, you know, the way the world is today. And, you know, if you don't find out what's going on, you'll never know. So that's one thing that's important. Yeah, the kitchen table is the least utilized, you know, thing in the house, you know, that's here at my house. So I don't know if y'all kids do it, but to me, it's important. The kitchen table is important, you know, to gather, to talk, you know, to laugh, and, you know, no phones at the table, no iPads or none of that, no kind of electronics. Just bring yourself, and I'm gonna bring the plate, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna enjoy. That's it. That's it, and that's all. I'm gonna cover it not all the way. I got it to the right the fire low on it. Let that cook up. And I thank y'all for taking time out y'all day. Remember, Self-Love Club is the best. Thank y'all for watching me. Make sure y'all share the video out, y'all. Make sure you turn your notifications on. I love each and every one of y'all. Miss Beverly, hey, also do Bible study. Yes, ma'am. Let's do Bible study because we pray. We're a family that pray. We pray morning, noon, and, you know, morning. They're not here for noon, but we pray in the morning. We pray at night. And we definitely a strong praying family. And you know, a family that pray together, stay together. So yeah, we definitely could include Bible study and some verses out the Bible, chapters out the Bible, and let them read them and you know, tell me what they mean and stuff, and talk about it. That's so important in today's society, you know, because he's coming back, and he's coming back soon with everything going on in the world. You know, it's just been so many catastrophes, you know, one thing after another. You'd be like, what's next? You know, I say I'm gonna take social media off my phone because going up is depressing, you know. It's just too depressing dealing with everyday life, your life, the world news, you know, it's too much. So definitely Bible study will be another thing that's brought to the dinner table. I wish I can UPS your plate, Miss Beverly. You know, you'll have it. That's my subscriber that's been with me for a good little while, and I appreciate her so much. You didn't tell everyone on the chat, Miss Beverly. Love your shirt. Thank you. Yeah, you know, self-care is the best care. If you don't do it, who gonna do it? With the banana, they don't last 3 days. Them bananas, they go bad so fast. You buy them out the store, they could be green. And you bring them home, and a few days later, they gone bad. But those gonna be turned into some banana nut muffins, Miss Beverly. Yeah, I'm gonna get on in here and let this finish cooking. And Miss Beverly, those were some boneless beef ribs. And I told him at first I thought about putting a barbecue sauce on them and, you know, barbecue them, but then I said, no, I'm gonna make a gravy out of them. It's cold. I want something comforting and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm cooking back there. I already have the rice done and the corn is done. So my work is done in the kitchen. Besides come and check and see when this meat get tender. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining my live. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good day.